I did not intend to wear this to copy anyone. But hey. What's up guys, it's Scares here. I'm not sorry at all for that.
Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed.
Hey guys, it is Millie, and as promised from last week's video, today's video is going to be on the butterfly effect. And I have my cat here, and he doesn't wanna, sniff the camera. Okay. Okay. Can you go in that one? If I put that in there, will you be happy? The butterfly effect is not a conspiracy theory, but it is an explanation of how things work. Okay, so got my laptop here, and I don't have a light, so you're gonna have to deal. What are you doing? Okay, so the butterfly effect has many things to do with the chaos theory, and it's a way of explaining events that happen. So it's based on the concept that oh god, my cat just fell. It's based on the concept that a small butterfly flapping its wings today can cause a hurricane in like a few months' time or a few weeks' time. And it's quite possible, but the fact that a little change alluded to such event is the concept. So it's used commonly, and this is how I know about it, from common video games such as Life is Strange and Until Dawn. Those are the two I know it from. They are both choice-based story games in which the story is dependent on your choices and stuff. I'll include a little flash in from Until Dawn here, where it directly mentions the butterfly effect. And another one from Life is Strange when it mentions the butterfly effect.
When a door closes, a window opens. Or something like that. Okay, girl, you don't get a photo op like this every day.
So these are obviously in their stories, and the writers have intentionally put them in their stories because they can, and that's what develops most of the story. A quick rundown of this. This video is mostly on Life is Strange and Until Dawn. But, so, without spoilers, kind of-ish. So, starting with Until Dawn, although Life is Strange was the first thing that introduced me to it, Until Dawn is easier to explain. In Until Dawn, there are some main characters. Okay, so the story starts off 10 friends, so Sam, Josh's twin sisters, Hannah and Beth, Mike, Jessica, Matt, Ashley, and Chris. They gather together at the Washington Lodge, which is Josh and Hannah and Beth's parents' own thing. They do a really mean prank on Hannah because she likes Mike. So they kind of muck around, and they're hiding under the bed when he invites her to come in his room and take off her clothes, and then they all jump out and say that they were watching her. So then she goes off because she's sad, and then her twin sister finally works out what they're doing and asks them what happened, and then tells them off and then runs out. You then play as Beth in this bit, and then you run through the forest with them, and then so the game kind of starts you off saying that you can control everyone's fate. You've got to make sure to the best of your ability that these 10 people do not die. So as they're running out, you control Beth, and then they slip, she drops her phone, and she's crying because she didn't like the prank. And then so you control Beth, and Beth, there's a guy at the top of the hill, and he tries to grab her after Hannah slips, and then you get the choice of whether to save yourself or go down. Seen here, this is your first choice, but regardless of I think there's a few choices, but this is your first like important choice. Regardless of your choice, both characters die because they go off the cliff, and brutal death. So after that's happened, then the twins are marked as missing and everyone thinks they're still alive, but they are in fact dead. So they reassemble at the lodge and they're trying to like get the hopes up and everything. But then this is where some of them have changed and all that. And so with the butterfly effect, and why it's important is because most of the choices you make can either lead to like a death, or they can like change the relationship between characters. So like through the game you can like pause and then see your character stats, show your main traits, and then relationships with the other people. And then so that's an interesting thing. So you can kill all the characters. There is a way to save all the characters, hence the given achievements in the game, but certain characters will die and certain characters will live based on choices you make. And that's how they use the butterfly effect, and that's how they make the game interesting, because dependent on whatever choices you make, technically it's a different story every time you play the game if you make different choices. Okay, so now on to Life is Strange. Okay, so Life is Strange is theoretically based on the butterfly effect. Like, it's taken very literally in the concept of a butterfly flapping its wings causes a hurricane. It's a lot more than that, but like, you kind of get my drift. The main character is called Max Caulfield, and my cat's name is Max, not Caulfield, but close enough. You really don't want to be here, do you? He's so done. He's so done with me. Sniff the camera. Be adorable. I won't let you kiss me. He's so done with me right now. Okay, so basically, why do I have to put up with you? The easiest way for me to explain what Life is Strange is without including any spoilers, because there is only one storyline, and that means I can't like explain an alternate ending, and there's not really like a start of it that's always canon. It's just the whole story is always canon. So, in Life is Strange, basically, you're playing as the main character, Max Caulfield, a girl who starts again at Blackwell Academy, and she discovers that she can control time. She first discovers this in a photography class when she's kind of like daydreaming a bit. She gets a vision of a storm, and she's kind of like, oh my god, what is this? She kind of like blacks out, and then she goes back to the class. It time travels her back and she's in the class again.
How can that be? I was in the bathroom, I held up my hand, and then I was back here.
So it's kind of like Groundhog Day because the same scene does repeat a few times.
I already heard this lecture.
You get asked to answer a question on daguerreotypes, and if you know this, you'll get really frustrated easily because the game doesn't let you answer it until you've heard the bully character, Victoria, say the answer.
Now, Max, since you've captured our interest and clearly want to join the conversation, can you please tell us the name of the process that gave birth to the first self-portraits?
I did know, but I kind of forgot.
You either know this or not, Max. Is there anybody here who knows their stuff?
Louis Daguerre was a French painter who created daguerreotypes, a process that gave portraits a sharp reflective style like a mirror. Now you're totally stuck in the retro zone. Sad face.
Very good, Victoria.
And then you can then go back with your knowledge and do it again, but answer it. So you're kind of like, oh, I know the answer, because she didn't do that.
Now, Max, since you've captured our interest and clearly want to join the conversation, can you please tell us the name of the process that gave birth to the first self-portraits?
The Daguerrean process, invented by a French painter named Louis Daguerre around 1830.
Somebody has been reading as well as posing. Nice work, Max.
So it starts off like that, and then it kind of spirals a lot. I mean, if you haven't like seen a playthrough, I will link to one down below, as well as an Until Dawn playthrough. They're both by Emma Blackery. She's really good at it. Hashtag not spawn. I wish I was sponsored. You'd know if I was sponsored. I need more than like 30 subscribers to be sponsored. You know? Yeah, so she gets visions of the hurricane, and she's kind of like, oh my god, I'm gonna have to tell people and she doesn't really tell people. She kind of like lives her life, and it gets really interesting because she meets her friend and then stuff happens, and I can't really say, but stuff like this all ends up changing the timeline of the story, and effectively her rewinding is what eventually causes the hurricane. So it's kind of like a long journey of you can't change the past because bad things will happen, and there's a few more things of Max changing the past and then it drastically changing the future to where the past events were possibly like easier to live with. So she kind of like rewinds again and kind of learns a bit, and then I really like Life is Strange and Until Dawn, as you can probably tell. I like how they incorporate storytelling but then the butterfly effect with also choices, and it kind of involves you actually choosing. I haven't played either of these games. I've played a bit of Life is Strange, but I haven't bought the full version. So I've only got up to episode 1, a bit of the Chrysalis one in Life is Strange, and I haven't played Until Dawn. Several reasons, like this one, you know. Another thing that not many people pick up on is they both have mentally unstable schizophrenic characters. I will make a separate video on that because I don't want to go into this now because this video is already far too long and I know I just kicked the camera. Whoops! So I hope you enjoyed listening to my long rant about video games and how they explore the butterfly effect. I will leave some links down below if you would like to explore this for yourself. Please leave a comment if you want me to explain anything else, or you think I should learn about a new concept or whatever. I don't know. Just leave a comment and remember to like, comment and subscribe. Shouldn't really say comment twice, but I mean, whatever. Also, let me know if you want more videos with my cat, because I don't think he'll cooperate, but maybe if I get like 2 likes, he might. I don't know. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye! Also, yes, I have no explanation for the previous video that was the soap music video. I got bored and filmed my bath for an hour. I hope you enjoyed it.